this meeting of the Shorewood Village Board to order at 7:40. All trustees are present except trustee Mendel is excused. Is this meeting been properly noticed?
Yes, it has.
Thank you. First item we'll consider is the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Discussion?
I would ask that the parklet for camp bar.
What item is that?
What item? Item E. And
E?
camp bar, E.
That's 3 lines.
Campus C.
Okay. Sorry about that. Would be item C and D.
C and D is in dog.
E, C and E.
Charlie. All right, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of approving tonight's consent agenda, excluding items C and D, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'll take up item 4C, consider special privilege application for outdoor sidewalk seating and parklet in the public way at Camp Bar 4044 North Oakland Avenue. So motion to approve.
So moved.
I got it.
Discussion?
Is there a date of the notice? I'm just trying to.
Date that.
It was posted. Was it?
It's been in my windows since the day she told me to do it, so it's probably.
It's greater than 14 days
Okay.
for camp.
Okay.
I
All
think the
right.
22nd for 3 lines.
Yeah, it's probably
but it
for a
was
while.
Within 10 days, and there was a discrepancy between the language on 2 different documents. So one said 10 and one said 14. So they're both.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
I just wanted to say that I'm really excited to see that our 2 pilot testers over there in the program are back again in 2017, which means that the program was beneficial to the business, and I'm glad to see that. And I know that the residents enjoy it, so I'm glad that it's both beneficial to the residents and businesses.
I would add one thing that came up in committee, and that was feedback from the 2 applicants. We have a parklet policy that requires the parking stops on both sides of the ends, if you will, of the parklets. And these parking stops aren't fixed to the ground, and so there is, over the course of the season, some movement, and I would hope that means that you and or your staff are regularly replacing them. Our policy and our practice does not allow them to be fixed into the ground. The city of Milwaukee allows holes to be drilled in the street so that those don't get moved. I think, it didn't seem to be, it's not holding up either applicant's interest in continuing on this approval process for this year, but I think as we go through the year and begin to think more about next year, I think that's something maybe we want to contemplate on how to address that issue of those moving stops. But other than that, I don't think we had any questions from committee.
Another point of discussion is acknowledging that the language around amplified music is going to go back to community business relationships and
Okay.
this language just to, there are a couple of just like slight inconsistencies that could be worked out, but we didn't feel that it was need to hold up the parklets, that the use of the community and the businesses in operation is working fine.
One other thing I noticed when we're doing this 2 parklet request is our program says the village shall provide a notification template. The camp bar had information about if you want to comment or when the board, so that the person viewing it has some idea that it's just not, hey, this is nice information, we're going to be out in the street again. is if you want to, it's going to be considered by the board, and when you can comment, or if you have a question, who at the village you could contact.
We talked about that in committee and agreed that Ms. Banks can follow up on that. I think that was the intent originally too, from when we adopted it, was to have something.
Okay, any other discussion? I don't think any of the discussion changed. The fact that we have a motion and a second, so all in favor of the motion stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. And it takes us to a very similar one here, item E. Consider special privilege application for outdoor sidewalk seating and park bench in the public right away at 3 Lions Club and Restaurant at 4515 North Oakland.
I would move to approve the application.
Second.
Discussion? And ditto?
Yeah, my comments are essentially the same.
Yeah, we talked about, everybody was involved in our discussion with committee, like both business owners and the director of planning, as well as the 2 committee members that were present.
So based on that, all in favor of the motion stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Thanks for sticking, lady. That takes us to item 6 on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the March 20th, 2017 bill? Guys, probably have a motion.
So moved. Yes. Sorry, I had to get a piece of gum. Oh. Is there a second? Yes.
That was a motion. Discussion.
Page 2, item 3, third line, it says the cost per, it's talking about the sidewalk. So the cost is $20 per square foot less. It shouldn't, the cost per stone is what the term is for each block of the pavement.
Which I think is referred to as the square, not the
For clarity, you might say sidewalk square or sidewalk. The industry term is stone, but for minutes, clarity of minutes, a sidewalk square might be.
Trustee Roger?
So this is our second set of minutes, and I know we had this minute discussion. We were going to evaluate after 2 or 3 days, the next agenda, future agenda items, so we might want to recommend we have that discussion. I think they're fabulous, and I'm really happy with what's been done. There was only one spot that I would like an insertion, if possible, and it was in relation to the refuse equipment. Could we put in there that the board noted the purchase of the refuge equipment was completed in the long range item plan for 2018?
Sounds good.
That was for, yeah, the refuse equipment. Yeah.
Thank you.
I got his, yeah.
Any other? Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes with the changes as delineated here, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next item on the agenda, citizens to be heard. This item is for matters that are not on this evening's agenda. Discussion may follow, comment on non-agenda items, or discussion and action may come at future meetings. Is there anybody who wishes to be heard on non-agenda items this evening?
I'd like to say that it's hard to hear you guys. Oh, Barbara Kylie Miller, 41 North Down.
That's what I have to say.
Yeah, and all, because the wind tunnel, but also like on
We'll turn that down.
the video recording, sometimes like it's very hard to hear some of you. You can just speak up a little louder. That's it.
What was your address again, just for the?
You don't know by heart?
No, I don't.
It's 4051 North Down.
40,
51.
41, North Down.
Any Any other items not on the agenda? We'll move on to the next item, which is a proclamation for the Citizens Academy. Assistant Village Manager Tyler Burkhardt has prepared a proclamation. Upon the completion of it, I will read it, and I'll ask him to just offer his comments on how he felt the Citizens Academy went over and above what we're going to see in the proclamation.
So,
I have to read it first.
oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
You wrote it. Okay, proclamation recognizing 2017 Citizens Academy participants. Whereas the Village of Shorewood initiated the first ever Shorewood Citizens Academy in 2017 that provides an enhanced civic engagement opportunity for the community. And whereas participants for 6 weeks attended sessions with public officials and staff to engage and learn about civic and community services, and whereas participants are able to utilize information obtained in the Citizens Academy for future service and volunteer opportunities in Shorewood and the Milwaukee area, and whereas village staff and officials receive valuable feedback from participants to take back and improve service delivery, and whereas the following 17 people demonstrated extraordinary dedication and commitment towards the Shorewood community by attending and participating in the 2017 Shorewood Citizens Academy. And I'm not going to read all of it. Does everybody have this one? Now therefore be resolved that the village board of the Village of Shorewood does hereby honor and recognize the 2017 Citizens Academy participants. So with that, I will turn it over to you to give your
Overall,
comments on
thank staff, and I think it was a board vision of the academy, a great opportunity. A lot of residents were very appreciative of participating in the program. So you can see the evaluations that provided that to you in the board packet. One of the things that was part of the motion when the program was approved was reviewing video recordings for future board meeting, or for the future academy sessions, so you can see what the reaction was to that. I don't plan on having a discussion or anything like that, but if you want to hear any other thoughts, feel free to talk with me. But overall, all the participants were very thankful and appreciative of the program. It went very well.
What's the proper way to go about reviewing at a different date to get to, because it looks like the majority of the participants are
So what my plan for that is, we would, last year I did start the recruitment September, October for it. So just know like in August or so, that's when I'll probably bring it as a topic to the board as far as just inquiring, your approval for, doing another program, and that's when we can discuss the video recording.
One of the issues might be the fact that the venue that we did it in was probably not very good, doing a kind of a little circle of chairs around there. It was, they had no tables or anything, and probably would make more sense to do it in the village.
Yeah, we did one at the Village Center, and it went extremely well. We did an education session there, and people really liked having it over there instead. So that would probably be one change that we would do, is have more of the sessions over at the Village Center.
I would just add, in addition to the feedback, in the summary that we have in our packet, I did talk to 2 of the participants, and they, during the program, they thought it was wonderful, both in terms of the breadth, and that wasn't neither too shallow nor too deep in terms of the content. And one of the nights when we were here for something else at the same time, I popped in a couple of times just to watch one of the sessions myself. It looked to be like, from my perspective, outside looking in, the right size group. A lot bigger than that, I think you start to lose conversations. And smaller than that, it's tough. It's tough on the other side, but I think it was a good group, a good thing, and I hope we can continue and other folks. So I'm sorry. Again, and I'd also just want to thank, not only Tyler for organizing, but I know there are a lot of department heads and others that presented. So thanks.
I wanted to say the same thing, just how impressive it was. It was definitely something that, an idea that had come up really since I've been on the board in different conversations, but we just didn't feel like we had the resources to pull it together, so I really appreciate